So last week so we had this homework on Shashti Vibhakti. So we are studying the Vibhaktis one by one. So this Vibhakti table one by one. And Prathama Vibhakti, we started with the Prathama Vibhakti. Probably without knowing we are studying Prathama Vibhakti. The Prathama Vibhakti indicates, just refers to the object itself. Like when we say Ramaha, we are referring to the Rama entity. When we say Balakaha, we are referring to the entity of Balaka or the boy. When we say Vrukshaha, we are referring to the entity of that tree. Without, what is the role of that entity or the word in a sentence which is used in a Prathama Vibhakti or first case ending? The role of the word which is in Prathama Vibhakti in a sentence is mostly that of a subject. So when we say Balakaha Asti, Balaka exists. So in that case, Balakaha is in Prathama Vibhakti and its role in the sentence is subject. It is a subject word or Kartrupadam. In Sanskritam we call Kartrupadam. Right? Kartrupadam. Kartrupadam means subject, the doer. Karta means doer. Karta means doer. So Kartrupadam means subject word. Now coming to Shashti Vibhakti. Shashti Vibhakti indicates Sambandha. Sambandha means the relationship with another object in the Vakyam or the sentence. So we have seen many examples like that. The homework was about it. So here in the picture there are some objects. So, and what are those objects which are shown here? Like Ashokaha is the name of the person, Matamaha, Janakaha. Janakaha means father. Putraha is son. Putri, daughter. Sakhi, female friend. And Mitram is just a friend. It could be male or female. Mitram, because Mitram is an Aponsukalinga word. And Amba is Mata, means Amba is mother. And did you miss Matamahi here? Matamahi is missing. Right there. Matamahi. Matamahi is grandmother. From actually mother's mother, from mother's side. If it is father's mother, it will be Pitamahi. And father's father is Pitamaha. What is missing here? Baka is missing here. Bakaha. I missed it. Bakaha. This is Bakaha. Bakaha means this duck. So the Shashti Bhakti forms are there, and the other items here like Dhvanihi, Pucham, Karyam, Upanetram, these with the Shashti Bhakti on this khagasya. Khagaha is all these are Prathama Vibhakti in the first column. And the second column we have Shashti Vibhakti, Khagasya, Marjarasya, etc. So with this column 2, Khagasya, we are indicating its relationship with Dhvanihi. Right, and Marjarasya Pucham, so cat's tail, Ashokasya Karyam, Ashok's work, Matamahasya Upanetram, Upanetram, Matamahasya means the grandpa's Upanetram, eyeglasses, etc. So the words are here. Any question here? Have you understood? Hope you understood the meaning of all the words.
I mean, Panchalika, which means doll. So is there any root word for it, or because Panchalika and Kridanakam could have been the same, right?
Yeah, Kridanakam is like any toy.
Okay.
And Panchalika is doll.
Okay.
Panchalika, also known as Puthalika. Might know Puthalika is a doll. Root means like Panchalika is the Akaranta, like Rama, Lata, those words. Akaranta Strilinga Shabda. And these like Putri, Dirgha Ikaranta, most of you have written the ones I received. Akaranta Pullinga word, Shashti Vibhakti, there was no problem. They were all right. And Akaranta Strilinga like Amba, here also it was correct, Ambayaha. But Dirgha Ikaranta Strilinga, some were not correct. Like we have Putri or Matamahi. So like we saw that last time. So that becomes, if it is Nadi, it is like Nadi, Dirgha Ikaranta, it changes to Shashti Vibhakti becomes Nadyaha, right? Nadyaha. Which is basically Na, Nad and Yaha, Nadyaha. So we are removing this Dirgha Ikaranta, Dirgha I Swara here, Dirgha Ikara, and we are adding Yaha. So for Putri also we should make it Putryaha. Matamahi, the Dirgha I we are removing and making it Matamahyaha. Sakhi, Dirgha I, changing it to Sakhyaha.
Could you please write Putriyaha, the formation of that matra or letter?
Like we have Putryaha. Putri is the Prathama Vibhakti word, or it is also the Pratipadikam here, right? Or the root word, Putri. So in that we remove that Dirgha I and it becomes Putra with no A at the end. When we remove that Dirgha I, there is no Swara at the end, just Putra, that Vyanjanam at the end. What is this Vyanjanam basically? It is, what is the end Vyanjanam here? R. So it is Putra. So this is because of the lipi, the script, it is written like this: Putra, Refa. This is called Refa. Refa means Vyanjana Ra. That is called a Refa in Sanskrit Shiksha. And then we add Yaha to this, Putriyaha. Which again, coming back to Lipi, Devanagari Lipi, we can write it like this also. This is also correct, this is also correct, and this is also correct. Putriyaha. It's the same thing. So for akaranta pullinga words, the Shashti Bhakti was like this, similar what is shown here, like balaka, balakasya. Balaka, balakasya was the Shashti Bhakti rupam, form. And for pushpam, which is Napunsakalinga word, pushpasya was the Shashti Bhakti form. And for the Strilinga words ending in a, it is Uma is a Strilinga word ending in a. The Shashti Bhakti form is Umayaha. We just add yaha. And similarly, Nadi word we saw, Dirgha Ikaranta word ending in, sorry, Strilinga word ending in E, Nadi, it will be Nadyaha. Now, additionally, there are question words. So the question words were Kaha, in Pullinga question word is Kaha, means who, and Strilinga question word is Ka, again who, and Napunskalinga question word is Kim. Again, same meaning is who, but in those different lingas, we have to use these different question words. So Kaha, and their corresponding Shashti Bhakti forms will be Kaha becomes Kasya, and Kim also becomes Kasya, and but Ka becomes Kasyaha. Kasyaha. So if we want to ask, in this example, in the homework example, if you want to ask, let's say, this tail is there, a tail, Pucham. So whose Pucha it is, whose tail it is. So how are you going to ask? Which question word we are going to use? Kasya or Kasyaha or Kasya?
Kasya.
Pullinga word, because Marjaraha is Pullinga word. We should not look at Pucham. We should not look at the Pucham, because we are asking whose tail it is. That whose is Marjarasya. So it is Pullinga, Marjaraha is Pullinga word. So use question word also Pullinga. Kasya Pucham. And similarly, Kasya Dhvanihi, Pullinga. Kasya Karyam. Kasya Upanetram. Kasya Vartapatram. Now when it comes to Matamahi, Chashakaha. So what will be the question word here? For Matamahyaha Chashakaha. So if you want to turn that into a question, which word we use for Kasya, Kasyaha, Kasya?
Kasyaha Chashakaha.
Kasyaha Chashakaha. Because it is a Strilinga word. Answer would be Matamahyaha Chashakaha. Similarly, Amba also. Amba Strilinga word. So we use question word Ambayaha. Sorry, question word Kasyaha Chashakaha, etc. Now, corresponding to these, okay, we have also seen three more words. What did we? Or not? Not. Let's finish this one. Tasya, etasya, tasyaha, etasyaha. These words are pronouns. In Sanskritam, they are called Sarvanama Shabda. Sarvanama Shabda is pronoun. So, Eshaha, Saha. When we say Rukshaha or say Balakaha or Shikshakaha, these words are not pronouns. They are just nouns, Namapadam. They are not Sarvanama Shabda. They are just Namapadam. They are referring to a specific objects. Whereas Eshaha, they are Sarvanama pronouns. Like in English, what we have pronouns I, you, he, she, I think. They are pronouns. So in here we have Eshaha, who is near, and Saha, who is far. I think we have seen this, right? Eshaha, Saha, we have seen. Eshaha, Saha. Saha, Shikshakaha. So we are referring, when do we use Saha and when do we use Eshaha?
Near and far for Pullinga.
Yeah, in the Pullinga case, when some object is near in our perception, so we use Eshaha. When something is far, we use Saha. So Eshaha Balakaha Saha Shikshakaha. So we have the Shashti Bhakti form for Eshaha as Etasya. So if it is Eshaha Balakaha, Shashti Bhakti form becomes, in this is an example here, Etasya Nama Ramaha. Means this person's name, Etasya. Eshaha is this. Right? So Etasya, this, I've written he is here, but he is, I don't know how to write that in English. Etasya, this person's, this boy's name is Ramaha. Similarly, we have Saha Shikshakaha. The Shashti Bhakti, sixth case ending for Saha is Tasya. Tasya Nama Shivaha. So he is Shikshaka. So I'm just using, his name is Shiva. Similarly, we have Eshaha Vaidyaha. And what is this? Somebody can read this.
Krishna.
Full sentence.
Etasya nama Krishnaha.
And this one.
Saha Chatraha Tasya nam Maheshaha. Tasya nama Maheshaha.
Tasya nama Maheshaha. Okay, next one. This one.
Eshaha Graha. Etasya nama Shanihi. Saha Parvataha. Tasya nama Himalayah.
Eshaha Graha. Graha means planet. Note that we have earlier seen Graham, right? Graham. And this is Graha. So there is a difference here. Don't get confused between these two. Graham is home or house. Graha is Pullinga word. Graham is Napunsakalinga word. Graha is Pullinga. It is a planet. Here there is a, in the Graha we have the Ru, which is a Swara. In the Graha we have a Refa, which is a Vyanjanam. Okay, so after this, similarly for Eshas and Sa and Etat and Tat, which are the Strilinga and Napunsakalinga, we have their corresponding there is a mistake here. There should be Tasya. No, because Nagarasya. Okay. Tat should be Tasya. I'll change this typo. Anyway, so who wants to read?
I can. Esha Mahima. Etasya nama Kala. Sa. Kala is good?
Yeah, Kala is correct.
Okay. Sa Chhatra. tasya nama Rama.
No, what is this? Read it properly. It is not tasya.
Sorry. Tasyaha.
Yeah. Tasyaha nama Rama.
Tasyaha nama Rama.
Next one.
Esha Balika. Etasyaha nama Neela. Sa Balika tasyaha nama Malati.
Yeah.
Etat kim? Etasya nama Rameshaha.
So what is this here? What is this you said? Etat?
Sorry. Mitram.
Yeah. Okay. Now Ramesha. Next one.
Tat Nagaram.
Tasya.
Tasya nama Delhi.
Yeah. No, it's called Delhi. The capital of India. Or you can put anything is there. Tat Nagaram, Tasya Nama, anything, New York, and you can put Toronto. Esha Nama Mahila. So here our focus is on this Shashti Vibhakti. Esha for Strilinga word changing to Etasyaha, Sa changing to Tasyaha. Right? Couple of examples given here. And similarly, Etat changing to Etasya and Tat changing to Tasya. So for Etat, these are Napunsakalinga word, right? Etat and Tat. But Shashti Vibhakti form is same as that of Pullinga word. Again, you see the same rule follows for Pullinga and Napunsakalinga forms in the Shashti Vibhakti. So, if we make a table here, like Eshaha Saha, right? Eshaha and Saha. What are the Shashti forms? Eshaha and Saha both are Pullinga. So this becomes Etasya. This becomes Tasya in Shashti. Similarly, in Napunsakalinga, Etat and Tat, the forms, Shashti Vibhakti forms are same, Etasya and Tasya. And what's the other one? Strilinga, Esha and Sa. What is the Shashti Vibhakti form here? Etasyaha and Tasyaha.
Mahodaya, that planet Bhumi, if it is Bhumi, right? The example that you gave was Shani.
Yeah.
But Bhumi is Strilinga, right?
Yes.
So then it would have become Tasyaha.
Tasyaha Nama. Or Grahasya Nama. Graha remains Pullinga only. Graha doesn't change.
Okay.
So we should actually say Tasya Nama because Tasya we are referring to Graha there. Grahasya Nama Bhumi.
Okay.
So as you notice here, Kaha becomes Kasya, Eshaha, similarly Eshaha, Etasya, Saha, Tasya. And Napunsakalinga forms are also same. So esha etasyaha sa tasyaha. So, and if it is kaha, so ka becomes kasyaha. So they are similar. Tasya tasyaha ka kasyaha. So with that, we should be able to form the questions, right, using kaha, kasya, kasyaha, and we should be able to also use these pronouns sarvanama shabdaha, which are etasyaha, tasyaha, and etasya, tasya. So these are also, we should be able to use them. Has anybody tried these sentences using these forms, Shashti Bhakti forms of these on the slides? Let's take a couple of them. You don't have to go through all of them. Let's say, so what you can do is you take one word like this, for example, apanikaha. So, and then what is the Shashti Bhakti form of that word? And then use some other word in relation to that, which relevant to that, which belongs to apanika. For example, we have used balakasya kandukaha before. So kandukaha belongs to balaka, or khagasya dhvanihi, something like that. You use the word which you know already with the Shashti Bhakti form of apanika. Okay. Let's start with who wants to Sridhar Mohoday?
आपणिकः आपणिकस्य गृहम्.
Good. Apanikasya gruham. You want to try another one? I think Chitrakaraha.
चित्रकारः चित्रकारस्य पेण्टिङ्ग् चित्रः.
Yeah, good. There it is, Napunsakalinga. Chitram. Chitrakarasya chitram. Okay. Uttamam. Dhanyavadah. Next one is Uma.
Oh, sorry. Pardon me, I was looking away. What are we doing?
So we are seeing here, we are doing some exercise here. So we are trying to say, like just now we said, apanika, take one example, one word, and what is the sixth case ending, Shashti Bhakti word of that, form of that. So it was apanikasya. And something, and you have to use another word which in relation to that, like example was apanikasya gruham. Yeah. So like
Gruham.
Gruham is home.
Was
so
a buyer?
No, shopkeeper. So shopkeeper's house. That is what we want to say. So apanikasya gruham. Like that. So you can try another example like that. For example, nartakaha. What is the Shashti Bhakti form of nartakaha? Sixth case.
Nartakasya.
Yeah, correct. Nartakasya. And do you know something what belongs to nartaka or dancer? So that you can add to make it a sentence. Nartakasya something.
Chakra. Was the bracelet chakram something?
Chakram. Yeah, that's okay. Chakram is wheel.
Wheel, and then there was a bracelet that sounded like it. But chakram.
Okay, good.
Nartakasya. Nartakasya chakram.
Yeah. Chakram is wheel,
You.
which is fine. Wheel. Or nartakasya nupuram. Nupuram is what to tie in the feet.
Kankanam, I think she wants to say kankanam.
Okay, kankanam. Yeah, bracelet.
Kankanam.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then I could do the perhaps the brother was
Sahodaraha.
Sarodahasya.
Sahodaraha.
Sahodaraha. Sarodarahasya. Maybe P2 Vayaha.
Yeah.
His paternal uncle.
Yeah. Pitruvyaha. So here note that when we pronounce the Shashti Bhakti, there is no visarga, there is no ha at the end. Okay? It is sahodarasya, not sahodarahasya. Sahodarasya, like we have written here, Ramasya, there is no ha in it.
No ha, right.
Sahodarasya Pitruvyaha.
Sarodahasya Pitruvyaha.
Yeah, Pitruvyaha. Okay. Good,
Pitruvyaha.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Okay, anyone else wants to try? Let's go to the next slide, which is similar. And a couple examples here. Okay, Anita.
Yes.
Yeah, take any word you like. This one, let's take Lekhaka. Easy.
Which slide are we seeing?
Slide Chashakaha Chashakasya.
Okay, I'm still seeing slide 2 and 3.
This 2 and 4, next one.
Okay, it's not visible in my screen yet.
Okay, you can try 2 and 3. Okay, pick anyone from 2 and 3, no problem. If you can see that.
Okay.
Last. Huh? Okay.
Bharavahasya Petika.
Yeah, good. Bharavaha, porter. Bharavahasya Petika. Anything else? Tantrajnaha?
Vaidyasya Naushadam. Medicine is
Aushadham. Vaidyasya Aushadham.
Vaidyasya Aushadam.
Good. Dhanyavada. Okay. Next one. Jay.
Yes. Gopalakasya Dhenu.
Gopalakasya Dhenuho.
Dhenuhu. अध्यापकः अध्यापकस्य फलकं
अध्यापकस्य फलकं
चालकः चालकस्य वाहनं
okay. So in place of chalakasya, if we want to use a pronoun, what do we use? Tasya, tasyaha. Tasya. Tasya. Tasya vahanam. Like that. Okay. Now Pumsakalinga examples here. Anybody want to? Radhika begin. Couple words you can pick and Shashti Bhakti form.
pushpam to pushpasya. So grahas, graham to grahasya.
Grahasya. So what is the another word you want to use with in relation to that? Grahasya. Grahasya kim asti?
Grahasya.
You can use any word from this one only. Grahasya.
Grahasya chatram or chitram.
Yeah, grahasya chitram. Yeah. As long as it makes sense at least.
Something.
Grahasya chitram. Okay. Alright, next Archana. Any two words?
पुस्तकं पुस्तकस्य पत्रं
pustakasya patram, leaf, paper or page, anything, that patram. And if you want to convert that into a question, how do you convert that? Whose patram? We want to ask whose patram. Answer is pustakasya patram. So what question, which question word we are going to use in place of pustakasya? Kasya. Kasya patram, pustakasya patram. Okay, one more word.
मित्रं मित्रस्य भवनं
मित्रस्य भवनं. अस्तु, धन्यवादः. नेक्स्ट निर्मला भगिनी.
विमानस्य what is patram? No.
You don't have to use the word which is here. You can use your own word.
Chalakam. Vimanasya chalakam is okay.
Chalakah.
Chalakah.
Yeah. Vimanasya chalakah. Okay. One more word.
Grahasya lavanam.
Grahasya lavanam.
Okay.
All right. Dhanyawada. We'll move on to Strilinga words. Strilinga shabdaha. Next one, Shivananda. Shiva Mahoday.
Mahodaya.
Shashti vibhakti form of any two words and any other word matching with it. You can use your own word or something from here. Whichever is.
I would say Lata, Latayaha, Latayaha, trying to pick a word there. I can say Latayaha Pustakam.
Pustakam, Latayaha Pustakam.
Or Latayaha Pushpam.
Pushpam, Latayaha Pushpam. And what will be the question word for that? In place of Latayaha?
Ka Pushpam. Or Ka Pustakam.
No, we want to use whose, right? Not who. Latayaha. Answer is Latayaha Pustakam. So we want to ask the question, whose book is it? So what is the question word in the Shashti Vibhakti form? Ka is just a Prathama Vibhakti.
Kasya.
Kasya is Pullinga word. Now we want to use Strilinga. Strilinga form of that question word?
Kasyaha.
Kasyaha Pustakam. Kasyaha Pushpam. Okay. Let's try One more word from this list.
Sita. So Sitayaha. So we can say Sitayaha Griham.
Sitayaha Griham. Okay, so we have a typo here. So this is the ikaranta. You can try this nartaki. Ikaranta, we don't have ikaranta, so there is only one. So what is the Shashti Bhakti form of nartaki?
Nartakasyaha.
Nartakyaha.
Sorry.
Nartakya. Because we saw that as Sakhi, Putri, Putryaha, Matamahyaha, like that only. Natyaha. So this is Nartakyaha. Okay. Kim bhavati? Nartakyaha kim bhavati? What? Any other matching word you want to go with? Nartakyaha?
Sankatam.
Abhushanam.
Nartakyaha bhushanam.
Vastram.
Vastram. Bhushanam.
Nrityam.
Nrityam. Samichinam. Nrityam. Bhushanam means ornament for people whom the word might be new. Bhushanam is ornament. So we studied the Bahuvachana form of Prathama Vibhakti. Bahuvachana form of Prathama Vibhakti. Did we study? Like what is the Bahuvachanam of Balakaha? Balakaha. Bahuvachana form of Balaka is Balakaha. And similarly, Bahuvachana form of this is Akaranta Pullinga. So all the Akaranta Pullinga words follow the similar pattern. All of them follow the similar pattern. So if you take any example here, what is the Bahuvachanam plural of Janakaha? Janakaha. Putraha. Putraha. Okay. The Pullinga words follow similar pattern. That is a Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. Putraha means many sons. Sainikaha means many soldiers. And Pushpam. What is the Bahuvachana form? This is a Napumsakalinga word. Bahuvachana form.
Pushpe.
Pushpani.
Pushpani.
Okay.
We saw this before. Pushpani. Similarly, Gruhani. Right? Gruhani. And Vastrani. Right? Vastrani. Vatayanam.
Would you please go over why the the ni on the end is not the na, but it's the ni. I'm still having trouble understanding that.
Yeah, the other example for this is vatayanam. Vatayanam. What is the plural? Vatayanani. Vatayanani. Here it doesn't change to na. Why? When does it change to na? Anybody? Anyone can help?
You should have a ra, sha, and one more alphabet preceding the na.
Ra, ru,
Ra.
ru. So preceding the na, that is this na, any na in a single word. In a single word. Word means a single usually. Single word. If whether a na changes to na or not, okay, this. Sorry, we are talking about this na, not this one. Whether it changes to na or na depends on preceding letter. Should be one of these. These are the trigger letters. Ru, which is a swara, and ra and sha, which are vyanjanam. Basically, these are vyanjanams. Okay. And what is the other condition? So it should be immediately precede. One of the three letters could be immediately preceding this na. What is the example we have?
Pushpam and either the kha or the pa vyanjans should will also trigger that.
Patram.
Yeah, but patram. Yeah. I was looking for an example where it is immediately preceding. There are no other patram. There are no other letters in between.
Okay.
So here this bahuvachanam is patra, and bahuvachana suffix is usually ni. For Napumsakalinga Prathama Vibhakti, bahuvachana suffix normally comes as ni initially, first in the steps of deriving it. Patram changing to bahuvachanam. First ni comes as the suffix or the affix for that Prathama Vibhakti bahuvachanam. Now whether this changes to na or remains ni or na, so in this case what is happening here? What is just before na here? Pat, and the re, fra, ra, and there is a, and then we are adding ni. So here there is a re, fra, and in between there is a swara, and then there is a na. So any swara, it is not going to prohibit this changing of ni, na to na. Any swara, like from a to au, you have. So any swara coming in between this trigger letter, this could be ra, this ra, and the shra, murdhanya sha, or this ru swara. Any of that is not going to change that or prohibit it. So this is going to change to na. So this becomes patrani. Another example is Roshi. So in the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam, its form becomes Rushinam. Rushi, if you look at the Vibhakti table, it becomes Rushi, and Shashti Vibhakti suffix is Nam. Rushi Nam. Now in this case, there is a na here in the suffix. So whether we want to change it to na or na, same thing. Here we have the sha, and after that there is a dirgha yi. which is a swara, swaras are not going to prohibit, not going to impede that conversion change. So this changes to na. So this becomes Rishinam. This is one case, and now second rule is immediately preceding. Maybe this was not immediately preceding, but we saw the example where the swaras or the a and e were in between the trigger letter and the na. But there could be other vyanjanams also which are in between, which do not prevent changing it to na. So what are those vyanjanas?
Paro.
Yeah. Ka, kha, ga, kha, nga, pa, pa, bha, bha, ma. The ka series and the pa series in the vyanjanam. And ya, va, ha. Ya, va, ha. So those, you can, in this example only you can see pushpam is there. In this, what are there here? Push. And for the bahuvachanam, like we are coming with the pushpani. Ani is coming as a suffix in the bahuvachanam, right? For an aponsakalinga word like gruhani, etc. Ani is coming as the suffix for the prathama vibhakti bahuvachanam. So here we have a sh as the trigger letter, and in between we have pa, and obviously I is a swara. Swaras are not going to prevent, and pa is not going to prevent it. So this ni changes to ni. So either it is in between the trigger letter, three trigger letters, ru, swara and refa, or murdhanya shakara, one of these three letters are the trigger letters, and the na following them. In between there, if there is a swara vowel or any of this ka series, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. So Joy, do you know the series means what, right? In the vyanjana, in the consonant series?
No, but I remember being exposed to them. So yeah, I'm starting to understand it. Thank you.
No, you should always, one should always remember the chart of letters, right? So these are the swaras, these are the vowels. So any vowel is not going to prevent. Any vowel coming in between the trigger letter and the and see here, this one, this is how the consonants are arranged. So this is the first line we are talking about as a ka series, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, and the last one is the pa series, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. So any consonant which belongs to this line, series is line, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, or pa, pha, ba, bha, ma, is not going to prevent the change from na to na, and also these consonants ya, va and ha, ya, va, ha, these are not going to prevent. If these consonants or any of the vowels come in between the trigger letters, three trigger letters, and the na, they don't prevent. If anything else come in between, they are going to prevent changing from na to na.
Okay, that helps a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, so in the same slide set, in the beginning we have this slides for consonants and vowels. If you want, you can refer to them. Okay, where are we? Bahuvachanam. We are talking about Bahuvachana form of the Shashti Bhakti also. So in the Prathama Bhakti form, we saw Rama, Balakah become Balakaha. And in case of Napumsakalinga words, like Pushpa becomes Pushpam becomes Pushpani, Vatayanam Swatayanani, etc. And Strilinga, what will be the forms? Strilinga forms. Strilinga, like for example, Lata. So what is the Bahuvachana form of this? Is the Prathama Vibhakti. What is the Bahuvachana form of this?
Lataha.
Lataha. We have to just add a Visarga. Lataha. This is the Akaranta Strilinga. Then we have Ikaranta Strilinga like Nadi.
Yeah.
Bahuvachana form is Nadyaha. Nadyaha. Like for example, if you say Putri, what is the Bahuvachana form? There are many daughters. So
Putriyaha.
Putriyaha. There is no A here. Putriyaha. Putri, Putriyaha. Bahuvachana form. You can always refer to the table at any time.
Then what becomes a Shashti Vibhakti for Putriyaha?
Putriyaha. Shashti is Putriyaha, Nadyaha.
So, but that's for even a single river, right? River's water. But now
single rivers. Yeah. Putya Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam is Putriyaha, Nadyaha, Sakhyaha. We saw that. Matamahyaha.
But now we have to see water of rivers.
Yeah. This is Prathama Vibhakti. Yeah, that is what we are going to see now, right?
Okay.
Putriyaha is the Prathama Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. This we have seen before, I think, right? Putri, Putriyaha, Nadi, Nadyaha. And any time if you want to refer, you can refer to the tables which are also on the website, and there are books also, I have shown you before, right? On this website. How do we reach this page, grammar page? That either you can remember this, or from this our class website also, on the top there is a link called articles. So this will open this website, articles. On that you can go to this grammar tab, and here you see this different word forms here. And not only during the class, everybody is encouraged to practice these forms of these different words at home whenever they get time. At least look at the tables once or twice a week, so you become familiar with it. So for example, here we have Nadi, right? So if you want to look up, just click on this, you see this table here. So we have this Nadi, and Bahuvachanam is Nadyaha. Dvivachanam form is also there. Just also take a look at that Dvivachana form also. Though in this first level class we are not going to practice it, but you should know them. When there are suppose two rivers or two daughters, so what are the form? So two daughters, what will be the form?
Nadyav.
Nadyav. And daughters, Putri,
Putra.
Putryav. Putryav. Two dancers, Nartaki, Nartakyav. So if possible, just by heart this table, Nadi, Nadya, Nadya. It's not difficult. Nadi, Nadya, Nadya, Nadim, Nadya, Nadihi. Like that, you can just by heart the whole thing. So when it comes to Shashti Bhakti, you know the table here, right? As per the table, we have What form is Nadinam? So again going back to Akaranta Pullinga Shabda. So we'll start with the. So we are looking at only few types of words here. One is Akaranta Pullinga, what we saw like Balakaha, Balakaha, and we in the Akaranta Strilinga we saw like Rama, Lata, etc. And then we are looking at Nadi Shabda or Ikaranta Strilinga Shabda and Akaranta Pullinga Shabda like Phala. So only these four types we are looking at, except the additional pronouns, which are we are looking at Saha, Eshaha, and similarly Esha, Sa, Etat, Tat, and question words Kaha, Kasya, Ka, Kasyaha, and Kim, Kasya. So only these words we are focusing on.
Aham mama.
Aham mama, those additional words for I and you. Aham mama, Bhavan, Bhavataha, Bhavati,
Bhavatyaha.
Bhavatyaha, Shashti Vibhakti. Yes, those also we want to know, because while practicing, conversing, we generally need these words for I and you. So for this Rama or Akaranta Pullinga Shabda, what is the Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam? We know. Like here, if you see Ramaha Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachanam and Bahuvachanam is Ramaha. And Shashti Vibhakti, you come down here, we have Ramasya. And what is the Bahuvachanam? Ramanam. Now here also it changes to Na, changes to Na. So with the same rule. So you go to Rama. Rama is the base root word here, and we want to add Nam or Anam here, right? Anam comes as the suffix. Anam is the Shashti Vibhakti suffix. So here, what is the rule? Does it Na change to Na? Let's look at the rules. What is the first rule? The trigger. Is there a trigger letter? Ra, Ra or Sha preceding Na? Is there a trigger letter preceding Na?
Yes.
Yes, but there are some letters in between also. There is a Ra here. And what are the letters in between?
Ma and A.
Yeah, but after Ra, there is A also. For Ra. That is a vowel. After Ra, there is A. And there is Ma. And there is a Right? Those also we should consider. Ma. And there is a vowel. And there is A. So all these do not prevent changing Na to Na, because these are vowels. Vowels don't prevent, and there is a Ma which comes in the pa line. Pa, pa, ba, pa, ma. So it is not going to prevent. So this becomes Ramana. So with this kind of form in the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana, for Akaranta Pullinga words, we can use them in the sentences. For example, Balakaha. So what is the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana for Balakaha now?
Balakana.
Balaka. So Balaka. No. Balaka. No. So does it Na changes to Na?
No.
Can I ask I'm going backwards for the question, but did you introduce Akaranta and Ikaranta, those terms in the previous slides?
We don't have
Bahuvachanam?
a letter here.
Hold on. So does this Na changes to Na? It doesn't, because there is no trigger letter, right?
Right. No.
There is no R, Ra or Sha. Okay. What is your question, Radhika?
Oh, I was just wondering, for Akaranta and Ikaranta, was that introduced in the previous slides? I have some familiarity, but I don't know those terms.
Which one?
That's just to say akaranta just means that it's an is the last letter, right?
Oh, okay. What do you mean by karanta?
Yeah, and ikaranta. And are those the only two that we need to know now, or?
No. If I understand your question, what is the meaning of akaranta?
Yes.
Is that your question?
Yes, thank you.
What is the meaning of akaranta and ikaranta? Akaranta, akaranta means word ending in a sound. Akara means a sound. Okay. Akara means a sound. Ikara means e sound. Kara means sound. Okay. Ikara means sound. E sound. Akara means a sound. And ikara means dirgha, this long e sound. Okay. Ikara. And similarly, akara means a sound. And anta means ending. So when I say akaranta means word ending in a sound. So in this example here, Rama is the root word or the base word. That you see that Rama, at the end there is a sound there. Rama, correct? Like balaka. The base word is ending in a. And in this case, Rama, the base word is like Lata. The base word is ending in a sound, like Lata, Rama. And here Phala, here the base word is Phala, base word is ending in a sound, Phala, Griha, Vastra, Pushpa, they are the base words. So when we want to look at the tables, we want to first know the base word and how it ends, right? Like Rama. So the Balaka, for example, Balaka, we want to know the different forms or the Vibhakti table of Balaka. And what is the base word of Balaka? Balakaha. Suppose we know Balakaha. Balakaha we know. Balakaha is ending in Visarga. But we don't see any word in this ending in Visarga here, because Balakaha is not the base word. Balakaha is the first case ending form, or Prathama Vibhakti form is Balakaha. So we have to first know its base word. Base word in Sanskritam grammar, it is called Pratipadikam, or base word, or base noun is Pratipadikam. So for the Balaka, the base word is for the Balakaha, the base word is Balaka. And what is the ending sound here? Not ka. Right? This ka is combination of ka, Vyanjanam, and there is a sound there. Ka consonant and there is a sound at the end. Balaka, like Rama. So these such words or the root words ending in a sound, they are referred to as akaranta. And similarly, if some base word is ending in e, like Hari, they are called ikaranta, short e. And here the Strilinga word Rama is ending in Rama, so we are calling it akaranta. And this Nadi, the base word is Nadi only, it is ending in long e, and we are calling it ikaranta. That is dirgha ikaranta.
Sir, I have a question.
In Pullinga we have Hari, in Strilinga we have Mati. Both are Ikaranta, right?
Yes.
Like let's say when Rishi is a sage, for me I know he's a male.
Yeah.
But so where do I classify him? Pullinga or Strilinga with?
Which one, Rishi?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rishi is a Pullinga because he is obviously a living animal and we know the actual gender, so that's why That's what we discussed some time back, that the lingam applies to the word, as you are saying, that is right, in Sanskritam, not to the actual gender of the object. However, if it is an animal like tiger or lion, or any person like a human being, we know then the gender of the actual object will also become the gender of the word referring to that. Right? So here in this case, Rama, we know Rama is the actual male boy, so that becomes Pullinga. And then Rishi, it is actually living being, human being who has a male gender. So Rishi becomes a Pullinga. Now, Mati is a Strilinga by convention. Mati means intellect. Right? So Mati by convention, if there is no, it is not a living being, etc. So by convention in Sanskrit language, it is considered a Strilinga. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. So we actually have to know the meaning of the words. Like, for example, even in Napunsakalingam we have Vari, the root word.
Yeah. Meaning of the word doesn't matter. Yeah, meaning means, in case suppose that is referring to some real animal or something, yeah, meaning helps. Like Vyaghra, for example, is a tiger. So that is Vyaghra, or Simha lion. So that is a Pullinga because it has actually, the animal has a gender, male gender. So that becomes Simha. Suppose is a lioness which is having a Stri or a female gender, then it changes to Simhi in the Dirghayikarata Simhi. So that in that case the meaning helps. But in case of say Mati, Vari, even if you know the meaning, it doesn't matter much because they are non-living beings. Vari means water, then Mati means this intellect. So in some cases they could be Pullinga, they could be Napunsakalinga, they could be Strilinga. So irrespective of whether we know the meaning or not, or whatever that means, it could fall into any of the lingas, Pullinga, Strilinga, Napunsakalinga, like Mati, Vari, like this. Jalam is Napunsakalingam. For example, if you take Ruksha, it is a living object, but it is non-moving. So we are considering only in gender for the non-moving objects like Vyaghra and human being, etc. or Simha. But Ruksha being a living object, but it is not moving, right? Not mobile. So there, the lingam goes by convention. Right? So Ruksha becomes a Pullinga. But an equivalent word for Ruksha could be Sasya. We have Sasya, like a plant, which is again a living being. But Sasya is a Napunsakalinga Shabda, like Sasyam. So the lingam for these non-living and non-moving, living and non-moving objects, these are by convention only. So what the language specifies or dictates.
Thank you.
Mahodaya, this kavi word, for male it is kavihi and for female it is kavi.
Female we generally use kavitri.
Kavihi and kavitri.
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 Yeah. Kavitri.
Okay, thank you. But kavi, when we do this, what all the case endings, kavi is taken as a pullinga.
word?
Yeah. Right. And for Kavitri, it becomes like a nadi, dirgha ikaram.
Okay. For Kavihi is like Ramaha.
No. Kavi is like Hari.
Kavi is like Hari.
Because
Okay.
it is a E.
Okay. Thank you, Mahoday.
Pardon me, I have a question. It's also back to the changing from na to na, which I just want to confirm. Is that the ka and the pa line plus the ya, va, and ha don't change it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
On the same question, would you go over Ramayam and Ramanam and teach us how the na changes to na there?
Which example?
Back to the Rama table. I think it was the 6th case.
Rama. This table?
Yes, and then the 6th case, Bahuvachan.
Ramanam. Yeah. Anybody, Sridhar Mode, you want to?
Yeah, the trigger is the ra.
So we have Rama and
Nam.
Rama Anam coming here as the suffix. Now what happens?
Okay, the trigger is the ra, and you have a, ma, and a in between the na. A does not change anything. I mean, it does not allow. It does not do any. I mean, it does not prevent the change.
Yeah, it does not prevent.
And the ma, because of the Oshtya, this one series, it does not also prevent the change.
Yes.
So the na becomes na.
Okay. So so between this na and this trigger letter ra, we have this vowel, these two vowels, a and a here, and this ma, which belongs to Oshtamis, the labial, that pa, pa, ba, bha, ma, that line. So that also does not prevent, right? So this na changes to na. Is that clear?
I didn't know you would go all the way back to Ra in Rama to find the trigger letter.
Yeah.
That's where
yeah, there could be any number of letters here. It doesn't, before na, between the trigger letter and the na, there could be 10 letters. It doesn't matter. So we'll have to look for, we have to look at all those letters. Like, for example, you say, let's take this Ramayana. Everybody knows Ramayana? So here also, nam is coming at the end, originally. Ramayana. Now, does it change to na? So look at the rules. Is there a trigger letter in this word, in this entire word, before na, not after na? Before na, is there a trigger letter?
Yes.
Where is it? This one, right? Ra. And after ra, what are the letters?
Yeah.
And then there is na. Then there is this one, na. Now, so the vowels, yes, they don't prevent, we know. Now, what are the other vyanjanams here? There is a ma, which belongs to that pa series. Pa, pa, ba, ba, that doesn't prevent, and we have ya. So we also know that ya, va, ha, they don't prevent. So ya also doesn't prevent. So this changes to na. So there are two vyanjanams you got here. Not only vowels, not only one single vyanjanam. There are two vyanjanams. Both are not going to prevent because one is that per line and the other is that ya, va, one of the ya, va, ha. So it doesn't prevent. So this changes to Ramayanam.
What if there were two consonants in between and one prevents and one doesn't prevent?
Yeah, if one prevents, it will not change. If one prevents, it will not change.
Okay.
Yeah. If there is at least one preventing letter, there could be 10 letters and 9 may not be preventing, but 1 may be preventing, then it will not change. It will prevent. Okay.
Thank you. I have another question about Delhi. How come we don't say Delaha or Dehali?
The name of the city?
Yes. Is it so subtle, those letters, that we just don't, we wouldn't say?
Yeah, talking about this one?
Dehali.
No, so what actually this has become Delhi now. Okay? This become Delhi and it is pronounced Delhi usually. I mean, but in Sanskrit the original word was Delhi. Original word Delhi.
Okay, thank you.
It has a meaning. Why? Delhi means altar. What do you call an altar? How do you explain that? Can you help altar in English?
Altar?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The thing upon which one offers to God?
Yeah, no, yeah, but Delhi, I'm not referring to that altar. So what?
To change, to transform?
No, in India at least, suppose there is a door. Main door to house, main door of the house, right? Suppose there is a door, main door. So in usually, at least previous olden days, threshold, yeah, threshold. There used to be like a log to cross that door. Small log, so you have to just step over it. The threshold. Threshold? Yeah, threshold.
Yeah.
So that is Delhi.
Sorry, is that where Delhi is come from?
Terrace is called as well.
Delhi. What are the first question?
No, I was saying, is that where Delhi is come from? Like Delhi is the Urdu word? Or?
Yeah, Delhi is that thing. That is Delhi.
Okay.
And probably that city was named like that because that was the entry point for India. Like they have to cross the door. Threshold.
Thank you. That's so interesting.
So anyway, so the Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachana forms of these three types, right, or the four types, what we are interested in. One is Rama Akaranta Pullinga becomes Ramanam. Or in case of Balakanam, the na doesn't change, so Balakanam. So you understand this form, note this form, Balakanam, Ramanam. And for Akaranta Strilinga like Lata, we have the form Latanam. Okay? Latanam. And for Ikaranta, Dirgha Ikaranta Strilinga like Nadi, we have Nadinam. Right? So the Shashti Bhakti Ekavachana is what? Ekavachanam is Nadyaha. Nadyaha, like Bhavatyaha. Like if it is Bhavati, it is Bhavatyaha is Ekavachanam. And what will be Bahuvachanam? Like this, Adina, Bhavati also changes to similar format.
Bhavatinam.
Bhavatinam. And Napunsakalinga and Pullinga forms are same for Shashti, Ekavachanam and Bahuvachanam also. Same thing is given in this book. Same examples are given in the book. You can practice them. Here, Shashti Bhakti Bahuvachana Rupani. So in the first column we have Ekavachana Rupani, and then in the second column we have the Bahuvachana Rupani here. So you can, this is first we are taking the Akaranta Pullinga, Parvatasya Shikaram. Shikaram means peak. Parvatasya Shikaram, Parvatanam Shikarani. So here also I am changing it to this also Bahuvachanam, but you already know that Napunsakalinga Ekavachanam, Prathama Vibhakti changing to Bahuvachanam. But here our focus is on Shashti Vibhakti Bahuvachanam. So Shashti Vibhakti Ekavachanam, Pullinga becomes Parvatasya, Bahuvachanam Parvatanam, like Ramanam, Balakanam, and Mahila, Akaranta Strilinga A, Mahila, like Lata. Ekavachanam becomes Mahilayaha, Latayaha, Umayaha, and then Bahuvachanam becomes Mahilanam, Umanam, Balikanam, etc. And then Napunsakalinga and Pullinga, they are same. Vahanasya and Vahananam. And here additional words, pronoun words we have shown here. We already know Etasya, Tasya, Tasyaha we know, and there Bahuvachana becomes Tesham, Etesham, Tasam, etc. here.
Sanjeev ji, if you go back to that page, please. Yes, so the first line in the Bahuvachana, the first word there, that's a very good example to show where the na did not change to the other na, because there's just ta here.
Parvatanam, yeah.
Yes, so the ta prevents, the raga is triggering, but the ta prevents it from changing.
Yes, and this one, it is changing. Shikaram, Shikarani.
Yes.
Because there is a ra and a in between. That's it. Good. Yeah, this is preventing. Then Mahila, Tasya, Tasyaha, you know. Etasyaha, then Mama. So these three things also are shown here. Like Mama becomes Asmakam in Bahuvachanam. Bhavataha becomes Bhavatam. Pullinga, Bhavataha, you know, Bhavataha Nama. In Bahuvachanam it becomes Bhavatam. And Bhavatyaha, like Nadi Shabda, this is like Nadi. So this is not a special word. This is a Nadi. Whereas these two words are like specially we have to remember. Mama and Bhavataha becomes Asmakam and Bhavatam. Because their base words are little bit different. But whereas this Bhavati, it is same as Nadi, Dirgha Ikaranta, like Nadi, all these things we have studied. So Bhavatyaha, Nadyaha, Putryaha, Matamahyaha, they are all same. And Strilinga Bahuvachana becomes Bhavatinam, like Matamahinam, Putrinam, there it changes to Na, Putrinam, and Sakhinam. So these are the Shashti Bhakti Bahuvachana form of Striling Ikaranta, Dirgha Ikaranta, Strilinga word.
Sanjay, just a last question here.
Yeah.
The Nam, I see most of the words are using Anuswara at the end, right? That's the way it should be, right? Not the Ma.
No.
Like it.
Yeah, I'll come to that. I'll explain that in the next class.
Okay. No
but for now, what you can understand, don't get confused with this Anuswara. If you use Ma, this Ma at the end, it is always correct. It is always correct.
Okay, thank you.
When this we can optionally write this Anuswara, I'll explain that in the next class.
Okay, thank you.
But you can write Ma without hesitation. this one. So for example here tesham, you can write tesham like this.
Oh, sorry, I have a question.
Yeah.
The number 4 and number 5, you say tasya nagaram, tesham nagaram, etasya vahanam, etesham vahanani. So why didn't we take nagaram for plural?
Yeah, you can take it. No, doesn't matter. You can also keep this as singular. Generally, this is just generally how we talk. Like tasya nagaram, his city, and if there are a lot of people in that city, generally we say their city. It doesn't matter. So right now our focus is on here. So you can put it nagaram here, nagarani here, or here it is vahanam. So if the vehicle belongs to one family, I can say etesham vahanam. So it is a single vehicle of all the people belonging to one family. Okay.
Thank you, Bhadra.
Dhanyawada. We'll stop here. Namaskara.
Namaskar.
धन्यवाद संजीव जी.
धन्यवादः.